It feels like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us. And the Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the game. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will be first on the attack. Michigan completely controlled this rivalry game last year and just took the jug away from the Gophers.
Listen, Michigan's a program at this point with recent success. They're thinking about national championships. We've seen them in the college football playoff here in recent years. This is a rivalry game against Minnesota that they're expected to dominate. And last year, David, they did.
Michigan, year after year, one of the winningest programs in all of college football. We expect them to be great. Always a tremendous challenge for Minnesota to try to get that Little Brown Jug.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
On the run, it's Marshall. Makes a man miss. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Fast, physical, and disruptive, Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The misconnection leaves him with a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's past the 30. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Bargava. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Plows through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kidd Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana. Anything can happen down the stretch here.
There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Bargava. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. They're testing the right side here. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. They could not have drawn up a better start than this. Already up 21-0. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. first snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Potts. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got his man quickly. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Complete to the right. Here he goes. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snags it over the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Got his man downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finding an escape route. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Got his man down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Potts. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Kick is in the air. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
He brought down at the 41-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
They'll send the back in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Fires to the middle. It's gone. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. 1st down here for the offense.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, great energy in that building and a fun first half for both Michigan and Minnesota with the little brown jug on the line. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. There he goes. That's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Got room to work. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down. Now back at it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looks as if he's going to run it. In the lore of the little brown jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told him, well, come win it if you want it so badly.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little brown jug me.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Back to throw, it's Traore. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A strike downfield. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They'll give it to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Wolverines. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 5 over Old Dominion. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Traore. Bringing the heat. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant, David.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented in Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Calls his own number. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw, it's Traore. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Looking down the middle. Finds a man by himself. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. At long last, a red zone opportunity, their first of the game here in the 4th. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. from the gun on third down. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but that really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Worked his way out across the 35, got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
They punted away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. Might as well give it to him again. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a man. It's Traore. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Missed the connection on 2nd down, looking at a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Bargava. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. He's got an open man. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by 5 over Louisiana. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Traore. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Galladay. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
3rd down coming up.
Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
Secures it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Oh, he's got a chance. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Turning it on. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Snap it to the back.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Galladay. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time it has been controlled by Michigan. And once again, it is the Wolverines taking the little brown jug away from Minnesota. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.